नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Everyone is sitting with us through Sadhana TV, Nityananda TV and two-way video conferencing. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. I'll directly enter into satsang. So let's first chant the Shanti mantra of Isavasya Upanishad, which I will be expanding, continue to expand. Om Purnamata Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'll continue to expand on the truths I was revealing about Desha and nation. Understand, Desha, the very concept of Desha is from the truth of Vedic tradition. Annam Bahu Guruvita. Listen. Annam Bahu Guruvita means let us produce in large quantities. Producing not just food, everything in large quantity and making it available to everyone as easily as possible is Desha. Nation means even the natural things, making it as complicated as possible and not letting common man have access to it through this claiming your superiority. Understand, there is a big difference. In original Vedic civilization, the concept of Desha is produce as much as you can and exchange it. It was not that. In Vedic civilization, we did not have business. We had. But there was never a low value for shoes, high value for knowledge. Understand? It is the modern civilization really caste oriented. The moment you put low value for the shoes, high value for the food or the knowledge, you already made difference between Brahmana and Shudra. There was never valuation between shoes and knowledge. The man who produces shoes produces in large quantity, makes it available to his community. The man who gives knowledge makes it available for everyone. Don't ever spread the lie Shudras were not allowed, did not have access to education. No. No. Drona says very clearly to Karna, Karna, there are a lot of schools which teaches for every community. I am not able to teach for every community because I have decided to choose few people and make the excellent, the masterpieces. So I am working with king's family. But be very clear, read Mahabharata. Karna was not denied education because he was Shudra. Drona says very clearly. And Parshurama says very clearly. Before even cursing Karna, he says, hey, if you would have told me you are not a Brahmana, you are a Kshatriya or a Sudra, I would have directed you to the gurus who are my same caliber. I took a vow, I'll teach only for Brahmanas. So for my integrity, you have become an obstruction. You disturbed my integrity. That is what he was angry. Understand? The valuation of the products produced by the community started the difference up and down of community. And a teacher always has a right to work with selected few disciples to produce masterpieces. And Upanishads themselves have so many references where a child of a core dancer was given education. A child goes to the Rishi and Rishi asks, my son, what's your father's name and your gotra, your family tradition, so that based on that I'll start your education. The kid says, I don't know the name, I'll run and get back to you. He runs to his mother and asks the mother. Mother says, please tell your guru, I am a court dancer, so I have relationship with multiple men, so I do not know to whom you are born, so I don't know your father's name. Please go and tell this to your master. The kid comes back and tells master, my mother told me she's a court dancer, she has relationship with multiple men and she does not know who fathered me and who is my father. Immediately, master hugs the child and says, you are so truthful. Your integrity proves you are a highest order. Please come and join. And during the Vidyarambha, the initiation into education, you are supposed to chant your father's name. The Rishi says, you chant your mother's name. He becomes Satyakama Japala. Understand? The Rishi says, you chant your mother's name. Mother's name can be used as an initial, is not something new. It is as old as Vedic tradition. And understand, Karna is Shudra, I am telling you, because he lied for his vested interests. He may be born to Surya, but the moment he lied to Drona, or Parsurama, he is Shudra. Whatever he went through, he is worthy of it. Understand? Never education was denied based on community. And we had the great system of specialization. Please understand, because we need to make everything available to the whole community, we were functioning on mass production, for which the specialization skill was needed. That is the reason we chose son will do the same profession as father, so that the specialization happens. Understand? Updation and specialization happens when more and more number of years you spend on that particular responsibility and skill. In my experience, I am telling you, we are working in the field of temple and temple arts, making deities, making the vessels required for temples, everything. In my experience, the kids who learned this art from their father, they are the most skilled and passionate about what they are doing. The kids who learned from their parents never get tired. Even at the time of night, 11:30 or 12:30, they would have started their work morning 6 o'clock. Even at the time of 11:30, drawing the eyebrows, they will be so sincere. I may start my morning class at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Even the night 11:30 or 12:30, when I end the session, I will not reduce one word because time is up. I will not reduce a single word which I wanted to convey because time is up. No. That is what is perfection. Perfection means not letting your tiredness or boredom enter into your passion to deliver. I have seen this perfection only from the kids who learnt it from their father, whatever profession is. Because they see the dedication of their father. I'm telling you, Desha produce in large and exchange. Fortunately, I was able to have the glimpse of this lifestyle in my nearby villages where I was born and brought up. When the harvesting happens, temple priest one share, village barber one share, village doctor one share, village house cleaner one share. Please understand that temple priest, house cleaner, all of them get same share. in villages, in those days it used to be like the human excreta will be manually removed. That guy who does that work and the guy who does the temple maintenance, both of them get equal share. It is myth spread amongst us, the Brahmins get more. No. I still remember the teachers were not given salary, they were given only the share based on the harvesting. If it is a 1 acre land, in that there is a measurement. So after the harvesting, outside the house, that old lady will sit with that 16 share, 16 measurement. All that 16 people will come and collect their share and go. Understand? Mass production and sharing was Desha. And our whole structure, this Bharata Desha, was such beautifully divided into small units economically, connected as one Desha ideologically. Please understand, the mantra chanted in Rameshwaram, the mantra chanted in Kedarnath will be same. The visualization done in Rameshwaram, the visualization done in Kedarnath is same. The visualization done in Ganga Sagar and visualization done in Somnath temple is same. So ideologically centered, economically independent. It was such powerful, beautiful, unimaginable, inimitable system. When you value the product of a teacher higher than the product of the Shudra, you create community difference. And don't believe the interpolations. I am not saying there was no time degradation happened. There was a time when little dilution and degradation happened, but those fault lines are too much used by the anti-Hindu forces to destroy our whole civilization. Understand? In which society there was no higher and lower divisions? Get into the aircraft and walk through the business class and go to the economy. How the business class people look at you. And in the modern day city also, in all apartment complexes, there will be A class, B class, C class, like a 1 BHK, 2 BHK, 3 BHK apartments. What do you call? 1 bedroom hall kitchen, 2 bedroom hall kitchen, 3 bedroom hall kitchen. Just see how the 3 BHK people relate with 1 BHK. Then you will know human beings are social animal. They will have differences higher and lower. The best minimum way it can be maintained is Varnashrama Dharma of Vedic tradition. Understand? I am not superstitious or any other fanatic, stupid theory supporter. after studying human minds in such large number, fully activated brains, most cunning brains, brainless brains, brain is there but not activated, and brain is not even there. All kinds of human beings I have studied in my last 37 years on the planet Earth. And I always had the fortune of living with a large number of people. I'm born in a giant family, large giant family, and grew up among the large number of sadhus and sannyasis and spiritual seekers, devotees. All the time I will be at least with 50 to 100 people only. There was no such thing as aloneness in my life, other than little time I spent in meditation and samadhi. And even my decision for Parivrajaka Yatra, actually I decided to do the Parivrajaka Yatra because my Guru ordered, saying that now you are perfect, start going around and initiating people. Actually, before my Gurus left the body, both of them left the body together. Means just within few days gap. Both of them decided, and they have given a beautiful farewell for me. And both of them did not want me to see their body after they left the body. They said, no. We can't see you seeing our dead body because we will be available. We will be there. So both of them did not want me to see. And finally, I could not see both their bodies. I only did all the Linga Pratishta, all the ceremonies for Vibhudananda Puri. Now I had the fortune of building Samadhi for both of them. We have built beautiful Samadhi for both of them. Yogananda Puri and Vibhudananda Puri both in Tiruvannamalai. And for quite a long time, I wanted to build, somehow it was getting postponed. Now we built it. Both of them are very clear. You achieved what you want to achieve, what you have to achieve, what you need to achieve. Now go around. Start initiating people, blessing people, gracing people. But that process of going around and sharing has enriched me so much, taught me so much. I feel that time also was a training period. As far as my Gurus are concerned, they said, no, your training is over. Go around and start teaching. But I classify that period also as training period because I felt so much I have been enriched by that. Because I could have the ground reality of experience of Vedic civilization, how we were, how we are, where we went wrong or where we went right. Unfortunately, you have been told again and again, Vedic civilization is responsible for all the bad things we have, our poverty, our suffering, and everything. I tell you, Vedic civilization is responsible for all the good things still are remaining. All the good things we have still remaining, Vedic civilization is responsible. There was little dilution in Varnashrama Dharma, no doubt. But that does not mean that need to be replaced or that need to be thrown out. This is the best system to keep the differences minimum. And the division was always based on your integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, not based on the money you swindle and hide it under your bed or possess. Understand? We were neither money-centric nor power-centric or the confusion-centric. We were always knowledge-centric, the enlightenment-centric, conscious-centric civilization. Understand? We are conscious-centric civilization. The Brahmins, priests, teachers, they shared their whatever they have. The agriculturists, they shared whatever they have. Carpenter, he shared whatever he has. Whether you shave your head once, twice, or 5 people are there in your house shaving the head weekly once, or only one person is there in your house shaving the head only once in a year, it doesn't matter. If you own land, you give a share. It was such an amazing life. And the same barber only will be the musician, and even the local doctor. Usually the teacher himself will be the temple priest, and he himself will be the local doctor or a local healer. He himself will be astrologer. The idea of poverty, the idea of richness inserted into our brain now in the modern day is completely wrong. Please understand. When you bring completion into your being, you will see the right idea of wealth, right idea of richness, right idea of health, right idea of peace, right idea of devotion, right idea of joy, right idea of pleasure, right idea of enlightenment. And I tell you, Having the right cognition about all this is living Advaita. I am opening my doors to anybody who wants to live the life of Vedic tradition in any of our campus. Only if you are a threat to any person or the Sangha, we can deny entry. Otherwise, even we don't have a right to deny entry. I really wanted, this is my vision, large number of people living as communities all over the world, living the Vedic tradition, living Vedic tradition. I'm so happy. Around the Los Angeles temple, slowly that kind of a community is evolving. Bidadi, it is already evolving beautifully. We just need more and more leaders who are soaked in the consciousness of completion without fear and greed, who take the decision without fear and greed, who are soaked in the space of completion. I could see clearly a one person soaked in the space of completion can create such beautiful community around them. I have seen it happening successfully. The community Vishweshwara created in New York, or Snehamayi created in San Jose, or Anupama created in Singapore, Satyadevan created in Salem. Just one person's, their completion. I'm seeing so beautifully happening. If community is not happening around you, and if I have not taken your name, don't blame me, work on more completion. Work on more completion and work on accommodating more beings in your inner space. Vedic civilization is not based on ruling, it is based on administering. Not based on ruling, based on administering. Produce more, share more. Everyone is involved in everyone's life. I have seen the person who cleans the toilets when he comes to take his share, and the temple priest when he comes to take his share, they'll be sitting and chatting. I have never seen untouchability in my life. I have nicely seen this Brahmin temple priest sitting and chatting with the toilet cleaner and his family, and these toilet cleaners will show their hand to have some astrological prediction or palmistry reading, and this priest will nicely hold the hand and look into the hand with that big mirror and read the lines and tell advice based on his palm lines. both of them get same share. Of course, now human beings cleaning the human excreta is banned in this country. It is good. I really wanted that to be banned, and it is really good. And now we have, after all, we have evolved many methods and systems. No need for human beings to work with it. I am telling you, our biggest problem now is nothing to do with poverty. Straight we need to bring more and more completion. We already have large quantity of whatever we need. We just need to make sure it is available for everyone. It is available for everyone. Planet Earth has more resources than number of human beings living. It is few people holding, controlling. Not making it available. I am not at all interested in believing resources are less. No. I understand the nature is so powerful and beautiful. It knows how many human beings it is producing, and it can simply produce whatever it wants to support the human beings. It's our stupidity. Just if non-vegetarian lifestyle is given up, that is enough. Whole world will have food, because the amount of land required for vegetarian person and non-vegetarian person, a non-vegetarian person requires 30 times more land for his food, because 30-pound rice or agricultural products which we can directly consume need to be spent to get 1 pound flesh. I am talking from the statistics. 30-pound food, vegetarian food, which we can directly consume, need to be spent to get 1 pound flesh. And still I am not able to understand, how will you kill a life for your snack? How will you kill a life for your snack? People ask me, from where do you get your protein? I said, from where elephant gets, I get from same source. Where do elephants get their protein? And I also wanted to make it very clear, from the Akashic records, I am revealing this truth. Vedic civilization was pure vegetarian. They were not non-vegetarian civilization. They were not non-vegetarian civilization. There was few animal sacrifices in few rituals, but that is like a whole 1 year maybe some 100 animals will be sacrificed. Now, every year, billions of animals are killed for food. Billions. This one truth of completion can change completely the way we think and perceive. I'm really telling you. Even in our Sangha, whoever works, I always see only the people who work from the space of completion are able to make a big impact, even if they do a small work. And the people who work out of incompletion, even if they are working whole day, large quantity, nothing happens, nothing moves. I was wondering, I have so much of love for my gurus. Even when I remember, I just get filled with them. Why I was not able to build their samadhi for last so many years? Because from 2003, the moment I started the Sangha and people started giving me donations, I was planning, I should build their samadhi, I should build their samadhis. Because I have done Linga Pratishtha, but it is in a small way. I wanted to make a beautiful stone mantabam for them. Because both are Jiva Samadhis, means they left the body, but they are still available to the world through their body, through that space. So both samadhis are worthy of worship and maintenance. Finally, once both samadhis got completed, I asked them directly, they said, you are waiting for somebody to give money from the space of completion, and some of the best devotee to give the money. So that is when we decided we will accept. And you will be shocked. Exactly it happened. Gave money and this happened. My one devotee I have seen in my life never had any expectation. Only gave, and never even thought she's giving. And actually, finally, that is what has happened. I was thinking, oh God, till then, this whole thing has to be in waiting. But now it has happened beautifully. She is not there, that is why I am praising her. Usually I don't praise people when they are there. I'll feel shy and when people are there in front of my face, I'll only train them. Only when they are not there, I'll praise them. Or I'll tell exactly how I feel about them. Because I know the disciples' first responsibility is building Guru's samadhi, if the Guru has left the body. Because my Guru, Vibhudananda Puri, how she struggled but built her Guru's samadhi just like that. The Isaki Swamigal Samadhi, even now you can see when you go around Arunachala Hill, she sold whatever she had, went house to house and begged personally, and finished building his Samadhi within 2 months. A disciple's first responsibility is building Guru's Samadhi. I was feeling, oh God, how did I miss in my responsibility and commitment? Why was it getting continuously delayed? But finally it happened. Now I know the reason. It's not that people from completion did not give money. Many have given. Maybe these two were waiting for her. And it happened. Understand? When I look at everything happening in the world, whether a small ant taking rice and storing it for himself, or the sun and the moon moving from the space of completion, I feel everything is happening beautifully in the space of completion, towards the space of completion, into the space of completion. Nowhere incompletion. There is nothing called incompletion. It is all completion, moving into completion, settling into completion. Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnamevavasishyate. Even the incompletions I perceive in the human society, human mind, may be factual but not real, because the human society has to get back to completion naturally, and naturally we are evolving towards completion. We are coming from completion, going towards completion. Incompletion is in between imagination. Factual, but not real. I'll help you to apply this one sacred secret more and more in your life, in more and more dimensions. Shivalinga is the visual representation of completion. Our whole civilization is centered on that Shivalinga. I tell you, whether a child is born, we take them to temple, we take the kid to temple. Our business is based on temple. Our entertainment is based on temple, temple-based entertainments. Our administration is based on temples. Whether you are born or dead, you will be taken only to temple. If you are dead, you will be taken around the temple. If you are born, you will be taken into the temple. That's all. Reviving temple-based civilization is reviving Vedic civilization. Education based on temple. Arts based on temple. Science based on temple. Thinking style based on temple. Social gatherings, partying, everything based on temple. I tell you. reviving temple-based civilization, reviving Vedic civilization, reviving completion-based civilization is the purpose of our life. That is purpose of our life. Let's revive, revive, revive. Grading based on the community should be stopped. Differences based on community should not be allowed, but community system itself should not be destroyed. It's one of the oldest, strongest social fabric which is keeping our civilization alive for last thousands of years. Tomorrow, I'll continue to expand. Sorry, maybe tomorrow we will be having NKY, so I'm completing with you all. Tomorrow NKY. So, yes, even if there is NKY, we will have live satsang. Live satsang will not be cancelled. Live satsang will be there. Maybe the day 3 or 4 we may not have, but day 1 for them to come and settle down, they won't be able to settle down in these early hours. So we will continue to have satsangs as usual. If we are not having, I will send you guys message. Most probably we will have. I'll see the timings of the program and then send message to you guys. If we don't have, I'll send message. If we have, we will have it. And with this, I bless you all. Let everyone radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Dhyanapītam, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.